How you doing, everyone? It's Kevin. I'm back with another video. I'm hoping that you guys watched the first video we put out of the this is basically a live edge window seal build. We got to build the whole entire frames, but the only live edge that we actually want is the window seal itself to match the black walnut table, live edge black walnut table we built. So I think I have enough lumber here on the table to build most of the frames. We need 3 more pieces, and they're all the live edge pieces, and they're over on the table behind you guys. And I'll show you what I got to work with. Now, one thing you have to understand, this wood, when you look at it, it's twisted, it's bowed, it's warped, it's dirty, it's nasty wood. But you seen the last window frame? It was made from the same wood. It's amazing how you can take this wood. This wood really don't look like you would want to use it for anything. But when we get finished with it, it's beautiful. Oh, so I think we have everything here besides the live edge pieces. I'm going to turn you guys around so you can see the live edge we have back here. Now, out of all this live edge we have on the table right now, we only need 3 pieces. But you want to be able to sort through this stuff and pick the best pieces. You may not want it pointy live edge. You might want more of a round live edge. You know, it's a little tricky, but I think we got enough here. We can pick 3 beautiful pieces out to build these frames.
Oh, you decide you like it, huh? Look at her. Now she's attacking the brush. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, don't fall, goofball.
So I got Julie out here, and we're going to decide together which live edge we want on these window seals. And I tried to get as much wood in this pile, and we only need 3 pieces out of this whole pile to do 3 window seals. So I'm not sure which ones.
This is for the ledge.
Yeah, that's the window seal, just the window seal. And I like these short ones, like this edge here. Mm-hmm. And it's not real aggressive, not really pointy, you know.
Which is the live edge?
Either side. Yes, oh, you can pick from either side. There's this one here. I
like this one for sure.
Like that?
Yeah, I like that one.
Okay, so we're going to put this off to the side. This one I think
might be, do you think that's a little too straight?
That side there? Yeah, maybe.
Maybe just do the bow on that side?
Yeah, so cut out of the center of it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I think we have a little bit of a bow on the other window
seal. Yeah, you want.
So it'd kind of be nice to have
I'm liking these humps.
You like that one? Okay.
This one is the same board. I think they were off the same one.
Well, there you go.
So we're good with that?
Yeah.
So that wasn't hard at all.
No.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set these off to the side. I'm going to put those back on the drying rack and get them out of here because we don't need none of these.
Okay.
These 3 you're going to keep.
Yeah.
So I'll take these out to the drying rack. The ones underneath here, we'll lay the other ones. Actually, we can lay them over here because this is where we're going to clean them.
Oh.
Okay, I have all my boards cut down to length. We shortened them all up. Because if a board has a great big bow in it, and you shorten it up, that takes a lot of that bow out. You only have half of it. When you only use half the board, you only got half the bow. So we're going to run these through the table saw real quick, and we're going to clean up all the edges to them and get them the width that we need. All right, so this is what we started with. This is a piece that I'd cut off just to kind of shorten them up a little bit. We wanted to keep a little bit extra length, so when we get ready to cut them down, we have a little more to play with. So we started off by cutting them down to just about what we needed. And then after we got them cut down, we took them in there and we squared up the edges in the table saw. We squared all the edges up in the table saw, and then we run them through the planer. And then this time I did something a little different. I run the sander over all of them to try to smooth them up a little bit before we get ready to put them together, because it's a little hard sanding them together. I know there's some sanding we're going to have to do, but not nearly as much as we had to do to the other one. So this is the wood. Now all we got to do is get them cut into lengths and start screwing them together. This is actually a pretty good sized job, but we'll get her done. Okay guys, I started out this video not pushing record, but that's okay. I have a lot more to do, and I wanted to show you how we drilled all the holes and everything for these window sills, window frames. So what we have here is we have two of the inside frames right now. These are all cut to length. I cut them all down to length, what I needed for just the inside of the frame. I got 3 of them done. And we're using the Craig jig right now, and we're drilling all of our pocket holes. I did these 2 here. I'll do this one here just to show you how I've done it, but I still need some extra holes in this one and this one here. So we'll go ahead and do this one so I can show you how to use the Craig jig, which is one of my favorite tools for anything I'm building that resembles furniture. The Craig jig is an awesome tool. So this is the Craig jig. Simple little tool. I think this might be the cheapest one that they actually sell. I always leave the link in the description down below if you guys are interested in one. This is great for furniture and cabinets and whatever you want to build. I always say, whatever looks like furniture, I need to use this guy on. So we're going to go ahead and start drilling. I need 4 pocket holes in this piece here. Like I said, there's also some other holes that have to be drilled in here after this. So we'll get this one done and then we'll show you. Now I did build this little pair of pliers. I bought these from Harbor Freight, welded a couple pieces on them, and they work great for this. So I'm going to set that off to the side. I think we're done with it on this project, or on this part of the frame build. Now we have to drill some more holes. Now on the ends of each one of these long ones, I have to drill some smaller holes. I'll show you the bit I'll be using. This guy right here. I'm not sure if they call this a countersink bit or what, but this is the bit I'll use, and it will actually drill a little deeper in there and leave a space for the head of the screw to be underneath the wood. So I need 2 in each side of this, 2 on each side of each board. So I need 4 over here and 4 over here on these 2 boards. Okay, we're going to do the same thing to the other side, just like that. So we're going to flip them over. All right, so I have my frame all in these clamps. All 4 corners has an angle clamp on it. These don't hold them great, but they hold them enough to where I can get them in there good and straight. And I'm just using like a, I don't know what you call these, framing screws or whatever, but they work, and that's what I'm going to be using. I cut my sideboards to length, and we're going to go ahead and attach them to the frame now. We're going to be using the pocket holes we put up underneath there. Okay, if you notice the way I put this together, I kind of got this one on the inside here. The outside board on the bottom is on the outside of this one. This one, the top one's going to be overlap. I don't know if that makes any sense to you guys, but I kind of staggered these joints so that makes it stronger. All right, now this top piece is just a little bit different. This gets two pocket holes on the top, and when I flip this over, I'll be able to screw this piece to these two pieces here. All right, we only have one more piece to put on, and that is on the bottom over here. All right, now we're going to do this bottom down here the same way we did the top up there. We're going to put some countersink some holes right in here, and we're going to put a couple screws in here because this is going to help that board hold it into place. Now you have to be careful here because if you put these in too tight, you might split that board up there. Now that's going to hold that board out here nice and tight. We'll do the exact same thing over on the other side. All right, now our bottom board right here is ready to go on, and it will set on here like so. But what we'll have to do is use the Craig jig and get some holes countersunk up here, some pocket holes. That way we can go ahead and screw this on to the bottom. All right, now that we got this one in place, we're going to go ahead and screw it to the frame here. Like I said, none of this we want to over tighten. We just want to make sure everything is good and straight on there. Okay, this actually is pretty straight, so we're going to go ahead and screw it into place. So this frame is done. Needs some minor sanding here and there, but other than that, this frame is finished. We'll put it over off to the side, and we have two more to do exactly like this. Okay, all the frames are finished now, and we came back and we rounded these edges off. It's a little bit more so they kind of match the table. So Julie's just putting a coat of this linseed oil on the backs of them, and then we'll flip them over and start doing the fronts. As soon as we get this done, get all the coats on them, we'll get them in there and get them put in. And we'll bring you guys along for that. Okay, a little dark here on the porch, so we got some artificial light back in there to help us out. Eventually, we're going to be building some new lights up in the ceiling. You guys are going to come along for that. They're going to be pretty cool. But we have all the window frames in here now, and we're going to put them in. The reason I build my frames like this is because I know I can't be wrong if I build them like this, and it's pretty simple. I build the whole entire thing together, just like this. And then what I do is I'll bring it in here and set it right in the hole. And all I have to do is slide it right up against the window itself. I have got a perfect fit here. Julie, if you'll come over here and hold this, and I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to put them in. I'm just going to use a brad nailer. We're going to nail in the corners so they're least noticeable. I will nail all 4 corners and that's it. Now I'm using a 2-inch brad nail to nail these guys in. And like I said, we'll be nailing them in the corners. Just like that. Hold that back, Joel.
It is.
These, nailing them like this, you really can't see these little nails. They're there, but that's all you need to hold this thing in. Now, if we ever had to take these out, it sure wouldn't be hard just to pull these little brads out. Now, if we want, what we can do is take a punch. If you see the head of the nail and you don't like the looks of it, take a small punch, beat it down in, get yourself some beeswax, and just smear a little beeswax on there and you'll never see them. Every once in a while, your nails will hit something down in there, probably hit another nail and bent, but we'll pull it out with a pair of needle nose pliers and
put a new one in.
Yeah,
I'll
just
go
do a little different.
I'll go get a pair right now.
So we're going to do our next one, and the nice thing about this whole entire build was every single window frame is exactly the same, so we just had to build like one window frame. Grab the gun over there if you will, Joel. Now if you want to come back later, you can always come back and put a little bit of a bead of caulk around there, but I see no need for it.
We did around the window itself.
Yeah, we sealed those with that tough, I think, what was it? Tough stuff or something?
Yeah, we sprayed them.
We sprayed it, so. This is the way I've always built window frames, and I'm not sure if it's the right way, but it is the way that I do.
Who cares as long as it works? You're not a carpenter, remember?
I am not a carpenter. I tell everybody that. Man, this makes such a different look in the whole entire place, doesn't it?
And it took like 2 minutes to put them in. If even 2 minutes.
That's it. Here, take this.
Ta-da!
I will do no more to them. Okay, so I wanted to give you a little close-up of the window seal. Frame, seal. And our thing is we wanted it to match the table, which I think it does a very good job matching the table. So that's what our window seals look like. I love the nice wide seal. Beautiful. I love it. Okay, those are our window frames, window seals. It's basically a regular square frame with a live edge seal. And I think they really turned out nice. If you guys would, in the comments, let me know what you think about our live edge window seal. And I'm sure if you're watching this, you probably watched the table. The other day we had 8 of us at the table. All the grandkids was sitting here and we ate. And we still had some more room. We could have put some more people at this table. So it makes it nice here in the little barn dominium because there's not a lot of seating in there. We only got 3 stools in there at the peninsula. So this really came in handy and we really enjoyed it, ain't it?
Yeah.
It was really nice. If we cook out here, it really warms up a lot because the grill, the heat from the grill, there's no heat in this room yet. But later we're going to be bringing the buddy heater in here. And we're going to use that buddy heater for like at Thanksgiving and different times of the year when we want to come out here and sit. It doesn't take a lot to heat it up though because there's so much insulation in this. We did it basically the same as we did the house. Now, we're going to get working on the door. We're going to frame around that door and we're probably going to do that next. What do you think?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a lot of work trying to get this wood from looking at that, off that sawmill to a rough cut, then drying it and then getting it put up. But I'm telling you, it's all worth it at the end. We're going to be working on that door frame. We're going to have to do the wiring in here. All the wiring is in the walls. None of it's hooked up. We got boxes for in here, and I think I got it set up to where every box is going to land on a flat surface.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be a whole ordeal trying to cut all this metal.
Yeah.
Because we're going to use what I call them little flip out boxes. You know, you put them in there and they got little flippers on the back and they tighten up against the back of the metal. So we're going to be using them in the wall. So we got the wiring to do, that door to frame up. We got lights to build. We have the hood range. Am I saying that right?
Range hood.
Okay. Range hood. We got that to build. We have a lot of the parts for that already. We're going to probably build a coat rack out here and a small bench. And then we still have that little table over in the corner to build. Yeah. There's a lot of stuff here there's a lot. But listen, we're going to take our time because we're not in a big hurry.
No.
We just need to get it done, but we're not in a hurry. And this is where we get to do our custom work. We're not trying to clutter up the room, but we do want it to be comfortable for us to be able to...
we still need to use it as kind of like a porch, but,
yeah,
you know, we still want to be able to do some other things out there.
It's almost like a family room, too. Because, you know, we all come out here and talk, and it's not a lot of wind blowing. We ain't got the leaves blowing on the porch now. Mm-hmm. Now, probably you guys are thinking, well, what are you going to do with the propane? Well, we're not going to have the propane on the porch. I'm actually going to go through the wall and put the propane tanks outside. I mean, that's coming soon. Usually, if we're cooking in here right now, we're cooking and we'll have a window open or something, you know, but the propane tanks are off. When we're not using them, we make sure we turn them off. But we are going to put the propane through the wall.
Outside,
yeah. I want it outside. I think the range hood, am I saying that right? Is going to be a job in itself, but I don't think we'll have any issues with it. I think we'll do just fine. But we will be bringing all of you along for this process. If there is a process to it. It's just
we're just kind of jumping around. You know, a lot of times we do everything backwards, like you know. But
I mean, that's like the door. I wish we would have used the black walnut. I know I paid a good bit of money just for that frame around that door because I was in a hurry. It was dry. You know, got it from Lowe's, but now we'll probably end up having to paint around it. But it'll look good. You know, we're not that picky. We'll do a nice frame around there. Julie will paint it, and it'll look fine. If she even decides to paint it.
That door frame is white, so we'll see.
Yeah, but the live edge thing really makes it look nice.
And this is white, so it kind of goes with it, you know. So.
It's not a big deal. I think it'll be fine, actually. If you leave it white or you want to paint it. Yeah, I think leaving it white might be better because painting it might look a lot faker. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Just leave it already painted. So I would like to tell everyone thank you for using my Amazon links in the description down below. That has been helping us out a lot. And if you didn't catch the video where we were sanding the table, Julie and I, we bought the sander, the belt sander, and I went and hit the breaker on, and I forgot that I'd locked the trigger, and man, it took off. I'll show you a little clip of that. It was crazy, that thing taking off. But yeah, I appreciate you guys using the Amazon links. I know Christmas is coming up. Don't forget, if you go down there, and I have a little store now, you can search through that store, and you don't have to buy what's in there. Just go through the little top search bar, and we'll get a commission from qualifying purchases, which helps us out. And that's a cool thing. That's a good way to help out the channel and not have to take anything out of your own pocket. So I would like to tell everyone, thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe. Leave me thumbs up, thumbs down, or a comment if you'd like. Until next time.